called the High Level, closed Monday morning. Since 1931, it's connected East and West Toledo. And now the Ohio Department of Transportation is spending $28.7 million to replace the bridge's substructure and rebuild its sidewalks, fences, and railings. This isn't a quick fix either. The bridge is closed for 570 days. That's about a year and a half.
All the way back around through Maumee and back up around again, and I think that's what I'm gonna have to do because I gotta get over there.
And with the Anthony Wayne Bridge now closed, drivers are being rerouted to the open bridges like I-75 and here at the MLK Bridge. And with drivers using alternate routes, it's adding up to extra drive time.
Right now it's gonna take me 45 minutes to go back around. 45 minutes. And that's a long ways around.
There's not too much I can do. I just have to, go around, use the Cherry Street or Martin Luther King Bridge.
Some drivers like Jerome Bush are facing a double dilemma. He also uses the Craig Street Bridge, which is closed and doesn't reopen until the end of the month.
Just going to be very inconvenient, especially for those that don't have transportation.
And for the 26,000 drivers that rely on the Anthony Wayne Bridge daily, they will have to get used to driving another route, at least until it reopens in September of 2015. Reporting in Toledo, Mackenzie Keyline, 13 ABC Action News.
And we do know before 2015 it'll warm up exponentially. Today it warmed up from yesterday.
It definitely looks nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah.
Let's go live outside at Chief Meteorologist Jay Burchbag with the weather and the weather. Does it feel nice?
No.
Where are you?
And notice, I'm in the shade because if I stand back in my normal spot, my face is in this bright sunshine, then the rest of me is in the shade. So definitely a sign of the times that the sun angle is changing and the days are getting longer because that sun is now in my eye. There. Let's take you up 1,000 feet now. Live look from outside the Oregon East Toledo camera. That's bright. Yeah, it was dark. That's bright. Oregon East Toledo camera showing that blazing sunshine, but it is chilly. Wind chills right now, they're in the lower teens. Here's live Doppler 13,000 HD. No precipitation tonight. Temperature is warmer in the south, above freezing for Findlay, and 20s up to the north, even some 20s over at Executive Airport out by 295. Talking about an evening full of the sunshine. Grab the shades. Upper 20s at 7, lower 20s at 9, and near 20 at 11. We'll track those temperatures that really go up and down a few times the next 2 days with Predictor coming up in just a little bit. Stay tuned.
All right. Well, mid-March means the real estate market is off and running for the season and some relief for realtors.
Yeah, housing sales were down significantly last month, over 20% from this time last year. 13 ABC's Melissa Veitch live with the latest challenge facing the market. Melissa.
Well, Lee and Christian, the market is ready for home sales, I'll tell you, but the number of new homes being put up for sale is lower than in previous years. And that is going to be a factor this year for potential buyers for a number of reasons. Realtor Eddie Campos shows one of his current listings on the market since October. Like other listings, the level 3 snow emergencies of the harsh winter slowed showings.
They couldn't get around the house to see landscaping. They couldn't see the condition that the roof was in, so it made it difficult for viewing overall.
Now, as the weather finally breaks, so too will customers' reluctance to start their home search. Dennis and Jane Music just sold their home and bought a new one, but buyers like them find a tougher market.
We found that there wasn't as much to choose from as we had hoped, and we kept kind of revising our want list.
While they found just what they wanted, the inventory of homes for sale in this area is up slightly from last year, but lower than many years.
Our inventory numbers were as high as 8,000 homes at one time, due to a lot of bankruptcies, foreclosures, and short sales. And now we're hovering around 3,000 homes.
Not bad to sell from, but it's the buyers who will hear echoes of the housing crash. Many homeowners are still underwater on their mortgage.
Since the decline probably dropped around 30%, they're not in a position where they can come to the table with money to be able to sell their home and then make a down payment on their next home.
Another catch, a shortage of the popular home style on the market.
Newer homes that have a more open floor plan, that have granite, things like that, those homes aren't necessarily readily available. So the next thing that has started to happen within this past year is new construction has started to pick up.
And completely renovated homes like this one, both at the top of many buyers' lists as the new selling season gets started. Now, because of the lower inventory, realtors also predict that we're going to see a scenario here where you have multiple offers competing for the same property. While this may help homeowners get their asking price, the new banking regulations will not allow homes to be sold for more than they are worth. That is one lesson that everyone learned from the housing crash of a few years ago. Reporting live, Melissa Veitch, 13 ABC Action News.
And Melissa, thank you. City of Toledo's Housing Court will launch a new program later this month aimed at solving disputes. It is called the Eviction Mediation Pilot Program, and it's based on a similar program in Cleveland. It'll pair plaintiffs and defendants with a mediator in hopes of working out any issues. It'll be the last resort before the eviction process actually begins. This pilot program will last 6 months, but it could be extended if court officials like how it works.
This doesn't define me. It's about who I am today and what I'm striving to be.
Well, Sex Trafficking Exposed. Tonight we take you into the lives of 2 local women who say they've been forced to sell their bodies for sex in North Toledo.
You usually see our Washington Bureau Chief Jacqueline Policastro in our D.C. Bureau, but this week she's bringing you a series of reports on sex trafficking in our community, and it all starts with the victims.
This is just one street in Toledo where young girls are bought and sold every single day. But it's also a place where members of our community are rallying behind victims of sex trafficking. 7 years ago, Michelle Moore, a victim of sex trafficking, walked this North Toledo street looking for men who would pay her for sex.
There were a lot of nights walking down the street knowing I couldn't go back until I had made what I had to make.
Moore has the physical scars, 2 glaring gashes across her neck from a man who stabbed her.
He attacked me and he tried to rape, rob, and murder me.
And the emotional scars.
You just get to that point where my self-esteem was just so low.
Moore describes the traffickers in our community as evil and deceitfully charismatic, using drugs and alcohol to keep young girls under their control, ready to trade them for quick cash.
Once they get you under their control, then the gloves come off. They're very charismatic, you know, until they get what they want, until they get you in that position where there's no turning back.
No turning back for Moore. Instead, she's moving forward.
Bag of cheese. Always a good one.
Moore's a senior at the University of Toledo, studying to be a counselor, and she works for Second Chance, a community program for victims, providing food, comfort, and hope to young girls.
My job here as a survivor is so important because they can look to me and they can say, wow, we know that you were in the life. You know, we know, you know, that you've been there and you are where you are today.
Just a few miles away, under a stained glass window at that neighborhood church, Leanne Campbell tells me her childhood put her on a path that led to being trafficked. She says her stepfather started taking photos of her and selling them when she was just 6 years old.
Sex for money, it was quick and easy. You don't have a choice, there's no options. And the options aren't, you know, good and evil, it's all bad.
Campbell abused drugs and alcohol as a way to cope. Her way out came after this.
I actually threatened to go and kill my mom and my 5 kids.
That incident led to jail time and eventually recovery. Now Campbell is sober, has custody of her children, and volunteers in the community. She started a nonprofit called Rahab's Heart, aimed at helping other women.
Just, you know, walking with them, humbling ourselves to walk with them, you know, for the first time, to just start building that relationship, to show them there is another way.
While some survivors have changed their lives, this place hasn't been transformed yet, leaving serious work to be done here and throughout our community. Reporting in Toledo, Jacqueline Policastro, 13 ABC Action News.
And tomorrow night we'll explore what community activists are doing on a grassroots level to help combat sex trafficking. You can find the victims' full stories on our website, 13abc.com. Still to come here on Action News at 5:30. No one has drawn the lucky numbers just yet.
So now the Mega Millions has grown to a record level. What you need to know before you buy a ticket.
And coming up on Action News at 6, more cause and effect of a brutal winter. Another big sinkhole causing problems in Toledo. Plus the effort to make sure St. Paddy's Day revelers and everyone on the road gets home safely. Those stories and much more at the top of the hour. We're back with more news here at 5:30 in just a minute.
This is 1380Z Action News with Lee Conklin and Christian Brown. Thank you for making 13 ABC part of Toledo's best. Best weathercasters, Jay Birchbach and Blizzard Bill Spencer. Best anchor duo, Lee Conklin and Diane Larson. And best TV station, 13 ABC. We're proud to say this is home.
We are seeking fish delicious.
Filet-O-Fish.
Much more than delicious.
It's Filet-O-Fish delicious.
Right now, you can dive into 2 golden flaky Filet-O-Fish sandwiches at McDonald's for just $3.99.
Conquer the elements with one of the most advanced all-wheel drive systems ever made. Mercedes-Benz latest generation of superior stability, power, and control. 4MATIC, now on more Mercedes-Benz models than ever before. See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
A fish is a fish is a fish. Not at the Anderson's Fish House. It's the place to go for the best fish and seafood experience in town. Enjoy dozens of fresh quality seafood options from the region and from salmon, tilapia, cod, walleye, and perch to shrimp, scallops, oysters, clams, and more. Our fishmongers serve up the friendliest personal service in a fun fish market atmosphere. Find great seafood every day at the Andersons, an experience a store like no other.
It's the Chevy Open House event, where the price you see is the price you pay. From our house to your house, it's time to take home an award-winning Chevy. Now, during the Chevy Open House event, get this well-equipped 2014 Chevy Cruze LT for under $19 grand. Visit NorthwestOhioChevy.com.
13 ABC Money Matters, brought to you by First Federal Bank.
Healthy start to the week's trading on Wall Street.
That's because of encouraging news about factory output. With that and other financial news, here's Diane Larson with the Money Matters report.
The increase in U.S. factory production was the biggest in 6 months. Investors now think an economic slowdown in January may have been a temporary blip caused by severe winter weather. Here's a look at the closing numbers on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 181 points on the day to close at 16,247. And the NASDAQ Composite went up 34 points to end the day at 4,279. As time runs out to sign up for government health insurance, an online snag is affecting tens of thousands of Michigan residents. The Detroit News says 84,000 people in the state who qualify for Obamacare have to wait for benefits because of glitches in the federal insurance website. The paper says Medicaid applications on the healthcare.gov website haven't been processed since October. Because of that, the state hasn't gotten complete applications back from the federal government. The issue is also expected to affect low-income adults who will start qualifying for Medicaid next month under the federal health care law. With Money Matters, I'm Diane Larson.
Thanks, Diane. Well, Honda is recalling nearly 900,000 Odyssey minivans in the U.S. That tops today's consumer alerts. The company says a fuel pump cover can deteriorate and cause a fuel leak, and those fuel leaks can cause a fire. The recall affects Odysseys from model years 2005 to 2010. Honda says no fires or injuries were reported. Honda dealers will repair the vehicles for free. The company will notify owners next month.
Federal investigators are looking at a Delta Airlines jet after it lost part of its wing in flight. These pictures were taken after the plane did land safely in Atlanta. You can see a large panel of the wing is missing. Crew members say the panel just flew off while the plane was in the air. Now investigators are trying to figure out why. Luckily here, nobody hurt.
Well, it started January 3rd and it's grown to record levels. Tomorrow's Mega Millions jackpot is up to an estimated $400 million. That makes it the 4th largest jackpot in the Mega Millions history. Now, because the jackpot is more than $100 million, you can see the results tomorrow night on Action News at 11. Of course, 13 ABC is your official lottery station.
Hi. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Things are nice and quiet out there. We do have blue skies, so enjoy that. Don't forget those sunglasses with our sunset time now getting later and sunrise time getting earlier. So the days are still getting longer. The nights, they're getting shorter. Take a look at Viper HD here with 5 live radars. Looks good, doesn't it, as they sweep around, protecting you from any snow, rain, sleet, or thunderstorm activity. Now that for tonight. Looks like our next chance of rain comes in early on Wednesday morning. Now today's high temperature, yeah, way below average, only an even 30 for the high. Our average high now 47 degrees. This morning's low is cold, not quite as chilly as it was yesterday throughout the daytime, but still with that 11. We had wind chills near or just below 0. No precipitation as mentioned, and there's your sunset tonight, 7:44. Should be pretty. Few clouds out there, but mainly clear, and sunrise tomorrow at 7:42. Look at the sunshine reflecting off the little creek there by the 25 and 475 split. Temperatures that are high so far 30. We have that east-northeast breeze. My hand's still cold from that, so the wind chill factor at about 20. Those speeds 13 miles per hour and gusting near 20 miles per hour. As we look throughout the Midwest, it's a cold batch of air for sure. And again, most of us should be up near 50 for an average. So 30 Detroit, 34 Findlay, even 39 Columbus. Way, way below average. And wind chill factors with that wind, which is going to lighten up a little bit tonight. Pick back up on wind chill factors in the upper teens, lower 20s. We do jump, that is, in the upper 20s and lower 30s down in Wyandotte County, Hancock County, and Allen County. More blue on the map, I know, but here we go into the future with predictor by the hour for temperatures tonight. It's going to be chilly out there, wind chills in the single digits. Here's the map at 7 a.m. So these are temperatures. These aren't wind chills. These are temperatures. Looks like 20s down to the south, teens in the north. That's going to be the start of your day with mainly clear skies, but with a southeast breeze increasing. So we have the wind off the lake today, shifting just enough, more of a southeasterly direction to boost those temperatures in the lower 50s, even near Sandusky, Fremont, BG, Ottawa southward. You'll be in the 50s. So close here in Toledo, 47, and a bit cooler off to our north. Hillsdale, the only spot that might not be in the 40s tomorrow. Now for Wednesday morning, talk about a big jump in temperatures. This is the morning drive time temperature map. Lower 40s here to begin your day. It'll be windy with showers becoming more numerous. Those showers tend to move out in the afternoon as a front that moves on by. So the midday high near or above 50. That's 12 noon Wednesday. But you can see that blue is back for a Wednesday afternoon. A few wet snowflakes, but nothing major when it comes to snow accumulation. With the help of our leprechaun on the St. Patrick's Day and a leprechaun shamrock tie, here's your forecast tonight. 16 the low, mostly clear and cold, wind chills in the upper single digits. Tomorrow 47, much warmer after a chilly start. Clouds start to thicken. There's the southeast breeze 10 to 15. We will hit 50 on Wednesday before those temperatures tumble late in the day. Gusty southwest winds. Spring does begin Thursday, a cooler breeze, the early high 43, back near 50 on Friday. Rain showers, and then a rain-snow mix there on Saturday with minor accumulations 38. Cold and dry Sunday. Sound familiar? It's a lot like yesterday, right? A little bit warmer than it was, but still, it's the coldest day for the next week. That'll be Sunday with a morning low of 20, your high 30, and pretty quiet to begin next work and school week there. That high on Monday, 35 degrees. We'll track the rainfall as it moves in, moves out on Wednesday with predictor during the 6 o'clock news. Stay with us.
Tonight in Now Open, local artists have a place to turn their crafts into cash. That's the idea behind Hand in Hand Craft Mall in Holland. It showcases local artists' work all over the county, state, and even the world. Owner says fair trade gives Hand in Hand its wide range of vendors.
In different countries that also make handcrafts, but very difficult for them to sell their craft in their country because the economy is far more difficult than it is here in the United States. So fair trade opens up a market for them here in North America to be able to not only showcase their craft, but also to sell their crafts as well.
And 13 ABC wants to know when your business is opening in the area. Feel free to send us all the information about that. Contact us at WTVG.news at 13abc.com.
Well, coming up, the search for that missing Malaysia jetliner is in its 9th day.
And today, investigators say they're missing a vital clue in solving the case. Details straight ahead in our Action News Alerts.
Plus, there's a push to get young people signed up for insurance under the new health care law. We'll tell you what the Obama administration is doing to try to entice them.
At GMC, incredible thinking always comes first, like the GMC Acadia, the first 8-passenger crossover to offer an EPA-estimated 24 highway miles per gallon, the first in the industry to offer a front center airbag. And for the first time ever, during the GMC Open House, most 2014 GMC models are specially priced, so you can get thousands off MSRP.
Or use your special value pricing to lease this Acadia for around $299 per month. Find your nearest GMC dealer at gmcdealer.com.
Hi, I'm Bruce Roth.
And I'm Lisa Roth of Quality Overhead Door.
Winters in our area can be pretty brutal.
Severe weather can affect the operation of your garage door, the largest moving object in your home.
Quality Overhead Door has been committed to garage door service for more than 30 years. To ensure your garage door is operating safely, we're offering a winter service special.
Save $20 on any garage door opener service call. We'll make sure all the parts on your door and opener are working as they should.
Call 419-578-8700 or stop by our showroom at 4655 South Avenue, 1 mile east of Reynolds Road.
It's award season. These are awards, and this is the award-winning Chrysler 200. Now, awards can take you places. Ditto for the car. The awards help you live life in the fast lane. So does the car. By the way, the 200 is a top safety pick, unlike awards, which are no career safety net. The Chrysler 200, now at the Chrysler Award Season event.
Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on Chrysler 200 Limited Sedan for $180 a month, or this great total cash allowance.
At 5:50, here's a look at the latest 13 ABC Action News alerts. It's day 9 of the search for that Malaysia Airlines flight that went missing with 239 people on board. A vital tool in the investigation is missing because the flight's communications were deliberately severed ahead of its disappearance. In the meantime, Malaysia's government countries for help. They need planes and ships to assist in the search. Some 26 countries are answering the call. Prosecutors and defense attorneys are rolling up their sleeves to begin a third week in the Oscar Pistorius murder trial. The key question is whether the South African Olympic athlete intentionally murdered his girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp, or killed her in a terrible but understandable accident. New York City's St. Patrick's Day parade has stepped off without Mayor Bill de Blasio marching along with the crowds of Irish Americans. Right now, there was a dispute over whether participants could carry pro-gay signs. De Blasio's decision underscores political tensions over gay rights issues in the U.S. Now, Boston's mayor also opted out of his city's parade for a similar reason. Ireland's prime minister joined the procession Monday, saying the holiday is about Irishness, not sexuality.
Turning now to your health, the White House is using March Madness to get more people signed up for health care under the Affordable Care Act. The campaign launched today, of course, centered around College Hoop. The big tournament, athletes and coaches will be part of the push, encouraging Americans to sign up for health care coverage. The White House is also releasing a Sweet 16 sweetest reasons to get covered bracket. The deadline to sign up for a plan without having to pay a penalty is March 31st. And if you'd like to sign up, an area organization's effort can help. It's the Insurance Enrollment Blitz in Bryan. Through Friday, volunteers and certified application counselors can answer questions about the process. You can drop in anytime between 8 and 4:30. Just bring your Social Security number, proof of income, email address, and proof of current health insurance if you do have it.
Well, Ohio's Attorney General is pushing for pharmacy chains to stop selling tobacco products. Mike DeWine is teaming up with attorney generals from 28 states and territories. They wrote a letter to Walmart, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Kroger, and others. They want those pharmacies to follow CVS's lead by banning the products and hopefully keeping them out of the hands of teenagers and young adults. Well, if your child's favorite teddy bear is in need of some TLC, the Toledo Zoo is a place to be.
And we'll tell you why coming up in Brightside when we come back.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. Incredible. No kidding. Terrific.
There you go.
Really excited to hear that.
For the 5th year in a row, Hyundai is #1 in customer loyalty. And Hyundai has America's best warranty. Think you know Hyundai? Think again.
Dependable. Safe.
Great on gas.
Long-lasting.
Trustworthy.
Sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Lease a 2014 Elantra for $159 a month for 36 months. Only at Taylor Hyundai of Perrysburg or Taylor Hyundai of Findlay.
Elder Bierman's Goodwill Sale is a sale my friends and I always make time for. We get such great deals on new spring styles from all our favorite brands, and it's so easy. We just bring in clothes to donate to Goodwill, and for every item donated, we get a coupon good for up to 25% off almost everything, in-store and online. Even things that almost never go on sale, like cosmetics and fragrances. We can also make a $5 donation in-store and receive 3 coupons. We love the Goodwill Sale.
Spring Into a Honda sales event.
We can't decide.
The Honda Pilot seats 8 comfortably.
What about this one?
The Honda Odyssey earned IHS's 2014 top safety pick.
And this one?
Both have a standard rear view camera.
And this?
That's a Ficus.
And this?
That's a table.
And this?
Is that my Nana?
Good job, Stuart.
This is not a drill. Get a great deal during the Spring Into a Honda sales event. Now at your Honda dealer.
Bonus check, tax return check, reality check. You need new windows. Use your bonus or tax return check to get them from Wallside now at big savings during our factory bonus sale. Through midnight Monday, get every second window free, including two-tones and half-rounds. Plus, 5 years no interest, no down payment, or an extra 10% off for cash. Your money goes further when you call Wallside. 1-800-521-7800.
Now, for a limited time, your Ford dealer will match your down payment up to $750 on most new Ford models. You'll get into America's best-selling brand, and you'll stretch your money even further in a new efficient Ford car, truck, SUV, or crossover. Ford Fusion has an EPA estimated rating of up to 34 mpg highway. And now, we'll match your down payment up to $750, so returning AZ plan lessees can lease a Fusion for just $194 a month with only $944 due at signing. Hurry, offer ends March 31st.
It may not be green, but the grass is starting to show again. Unfortunately, it's revealing some extra work for road crews. What that means for Toledo taxpayers. People all across the region celebrating all things Irish, how local agencies are teaming up to make sure that partygoers stay safe, and so do the rest of us this St. Patrick Day. First, the Woodville Mall, now Sears. New details on closing that store in Northwood. And in sports, it's Selection Monday in women's basketball, what that could mean tonight for Bowling Green. All that and much more coming up at 6. First, back to Lee and Christian.
All right, Diane, thank you. Well, some local students get a lesson in weather and raise some money to fight cancer.
Here's your Monday bright side. Chief Meteorologist Jay Birschbach visited Meadowvale Elementary today. He talked with students there about how to predict the weather, the water cycle, and cloud types. Students also learned about different types of weather instruments and the power of the wind. Students, faculty, and staff also wore special winter weather t-shirts. It's all part of an ongoing fundraiser for the American Cancer Society.
Team of meteorologists busy today. Ross Ellett also out talking weather. Ross visiting with the kids at St. Peter Precious Moments School this morning. This afternoon, he was off to Jackman Elementary talking with the kids there. Severe weather safety, the water cycle, how meteorologists use weather instruments to predict the weather. So a lot of what Jay talked about as well, all part of those discussions with the elementary students.
They're always on the same page, that's for sure. Well, the Toledo Zoo's Teddy Bear Care Fair is going on Saturday. Kids can have their favorite stuffed animals repaired, or they can get a healthy checkup. Kids can also learn how zookeepers care for animals and about proper pet care and ownership.
And it's the main dramatic art form of Thailand, and you can experience it Friday. First Presbyterian Church of Maumee hosting a dance and drama troupe from a university in Thailand. They're on a nationwide tour using music, dance, and drama to teach ethical and spiritual values. Performance scheduled for 6 p.m. is free and open to the public.
Thanks so much for joining us on Action News at 5:30.
Stay with us. 13 ABC Action News at 6 for this Monday, St. Patrick's Day. Next.
The all-new Chevy Silverado, from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. That beats any Ford F-150 in fuel economy, and the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. And now, during Chevy Truck Month, the price you see is the price you pay for a 2014 Chevy Silverado. Now use special Truck Month pricing to get a total value of over $7,500 on this Silverado All-Star Edition with best-in-class V8 fuel economy.
Visit NorthwestOhioChevy.com.
You're probably wondering why I gathered you all here today. Well, with all the money I saved by switching to Alltel, I figured I could share some of the wealth with you people with a little paintball action. Yeah!
I don't see this ending well.
You're welcome.
Oh!
Feel better? Anybody else?
Tell me you got that.
Just posted it.
Get a great phone during Alltel's $1 sale. Plus, every new line gets a $100 bonus. During Alltel's $1 sale. Plus, every new line gets a $100 bonus and 1 month of service free.
Buying a car is easy at Yark Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, so you can leave the defense on the court.
Yark, it's just what you're looking for.
And here's a three-pointer you'll hit during our March Mania event. Right now, everyone can lease a new 2014 Chrysler 200 for $169 a month, sign and drive. Or everyone can lease a 2014 Chrysler Town & Country for $259 a month, sign and drive. Plus, shop over 1,000 vehicles at Ohio's largest volume Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealer. It's the award season event at Yark Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Or just click YarkAuto.com.
The snow's starting to go away, but it's leaving behind a new problem that could pile on to taxpayers.
The earth opening up. What city leaders are saying about the sinkhole that swallowed up part of the Toledo Street.
I can't bear the thought of closing the center down.
It runs on donations, but a local wildlife center is facing a financial dilemma, the effort to keep it from shutting down.
Well, that snow is melting slowly but surely, but now there's another problem on city